Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to Since Day One. Before we get into this video about NBA Youngboy and his baby mama Jania Meshell, as well as their son they have together, Kacey, go ahead and like the video, comment down below, and if you are new, smash that subscribe button to take flight with us.
Fake love, I don't need it, you can keep it, that's a fact. I had to make up my mind. I took that weight on my shoulders. I done been down for some.
Jania and Kentrell ain't slick. I've been holding my commentary on them two because I just ain't want to speak too soon, y'all, and be wrong. But I'm finna tell y'all what my speculation and my theory is in behind all of this going on. And before we get into all of what's going on, y'all, I just want to let you know that I am so excited. Well, if a lot of you guys don't know, Kentrell, Kacey, and Jania have been spending a lot of time together, at least for the past 2 weeks. And baby Kacey KK's birthday was really February 13th, and that was the day that Kacey, Kentrell, and Jania spent time together privately. And then I told you in my previous video that Jania and Kentrell already had an agreement that Kentrell would go and do his own thing while Jania and Kacey had the public party for all of the friends and family to attend. But I'm going to go ahead and show you guys clips of Kacey KK's first birthday party that Kentrell had paid for but did not attend. And then afterwards, I'll give my commentary on the rest of the juice. And in my opinion, Kentrell and Jania did that.
Not scared of that. Brother Kangaroo got his set up. I go by Youngboy, but I always been the top on this court. I got these bitches in my career trying to fuck them. And I don't even know who she is, but she know me.
Well, by now, you guys, we should all know that Kentrell was not at Kacey's birthday party. However, I told you guys earlier that he had already spent his time privately with his son, Kacey, on his actual birthday, which was the day before Valentine's Day, which leads me to think that Jania Meshell and YB spent time together on Valentine's Day, because we really didn't hear anybody else as far as his sister wives or anybody else in YB's camp mentioning or speaking of Valentine's Day. So that just makes me think that if he was already with his son, why would he not spend time with his baby mama as well, that he really ain't even got to kick it with, since who knows? This is just my theory and my speculation, you guys, because I mean, I've been following them for a long time, and we all know that it was really never up to them to break up in the first place. It was really the judge that was keeping them apart. So I feel like now that all of that has blown over and Kacey is won, I feel like, why not rekindle our relationship, or, you know, just at least work on our bond or our friendship. But I mean, after they work on the bond and the friendship, where else is it supposed to go after that? And I'm just saying, a lot of fans and supporters have been wanting to know why Miss Sharonda, NBA Youngboy's mom, and her daughter T. Lee, NBA Youngboy's sister, was there for Kacey's birthday party. However, none of them were able to see any of Kacey's brothers at the party. And when I was reading comments, you guys, I was able to figure out that some of the baby mamas were saying that they were not invited. I mean, I had already told y'all Kayylmariee wasn't invited because she ruined her chances last year at the other party. It was being said that Kayylmariee was at some hotel room while NBA Youngboy was spending time with Jania Meshell and Kacey. Jania Meshell did show Kacey's party on social media, and so that's how we were all able to speculate that Kacey's brothers were not in attendance at Kacey's first birthday party. And it just left a lot of fans and supporters speechless, but it really didn't leave me speechless, y'all, because if y'all remember correctly, it's been a whole bunch of times where NBA Youngboy's other baby mamas did stuff with their kids and invited everybody, just like that one time everybody went to Utah for Christmas. Jania wasn't there. I mean, come to find out, it was because Kacey was sick. But I mean, even if he wasn't sick, do you think that she would have went? No, because she already knows how everyone feels about her, and everyone just needs to get with the program, because they know when Jania Meshell is around, y'all, Youngboy is giving her all the attention. And look, y'all, I'm just letting y'all know Jania be so unbothered, because half the time she don't even want YB, but I mean, if she did, she could have him. Jania has been low-key lately. She has not been worried about nobody but Kacey and making sure Kacey has everything he needs, and Jania is focusing on her bag to make sure that her money and her bank account is looking right. So even if she did get back with YB, she would have everything on her own. I mean, did y'all forget that the girl got her own car and her own place to live? I mean, despite her traveling all over the world and being around everyone else and making it seem like she never at home, she do got her own spot. I mean, come on, guys, don't be blind. And I'm really not even trying to be funny, but y'all know that anytime that Kayylmariee is in some hotel room, she gonna let us know in her Instagram story what city she in, and that basically lets us know where YB is. And so y'all already know that previously he was in Houston, because Kayylmariee was posting she needed a Houston hairstylist that had weave on hand. But she clearly wasn't with YB, because we all know when she's with YB, she's not as active on social media or talking to anyone as she normally would be if she was without him. And I mean, I ain't done by a long shot. I'm just saying, where else would he be in Houston? He ain't gonna be messing with no other girl in Houston, disrespecting Jania. Why would he not go to Jania's condo to spend some private time with his baby mama he ain't chill with in so long, and see his son Kacey and spend time with him for his birthday? But for the ones who don't like what I'm saying, this ain't for y'all, because us real ones know what it is. Well, 4KT Room had basically leaked some messages from NBA Youngboy's other baby mama, Nia, who is the mom of Tay Tay, and the screenshots had some truth up in it, you guys. And Nia was basically saying how she really felt and how Jania really felt. So a Shade Room comments on this picture and says, "Pop up at the party in these fits. That will show them." And so Nia says, "We weren't invited." So they say, girl, they is brothers, WTF. On the other kid's birthday, don't invite her, period. So Nisha said, facts. And then Nisha says, I doubt his daddy gonna make an appearance. And then it says, she probably didn't invite you for singing that song, You Better Not Tell My Girl Nothing. And so Nisha said, that was 2 years ago. And so then they asked Nia, do you really think that was Nene on that page? Nia says, yep. Kentrell said that's her. That's how they got back in contact. And then Nia says she don't know, we know, but that's all good. Let it play out. But they got back in contact on that page. And Nia said, yep, but I don't care. I showed him the messages the page sent me about Tay. He just said, leave it alone and imagine how Kacey feels. And then Nia said, it ain't our fault. He didn't want to be a daddy to him. And then Nia said, I can't overstep. Me and him barely started speaking. He was going through my mama when he got out. And Kentrell messy. Once him and Jania good, all he gonna do is tell her everything everybody said, but won't say what he said. I feel like y'all, Jania Meshell then fell back in love with Kentrell. I mean, of course she would. He was like her first love. But the fact that she's doing things on social media she hasn't done in a long time, and I mean like a long time. For instance, she posted Kentrell's picture along with baby Kacey side by side on her Instagram story, but it was a post and delete, y'all. So it's this guy named Dump that I heard was NBA Youngboy's homeboy, you guys, and they were really close, and Dump basically always looked out for Youngboy. However, I was told that Dump had passed away, you guys, RIP. And that basically Kentrell's son, Kacey Golden, and Dump had the same birthday. And so I feel like on February 13th is when Kentrell and Kacey had spent time together, which was also Dump's birthday. And that was the same day that we had all found out that Kentrell and Jania weren't having Kacey's birthday that day, but it will be held today, Saturday. So we all know that Kentrell paid for Kacey's birthday party, you guys, because Jania Meshell had already let us know that. But I really think that even though he paid for it, Jania Meshell got to direct everything and control the money. So I feel like the shirts that Jania Meshell had gotten made, she just let the person know to go all out. And so I believe that they probably just thought that Kentrell would be in attendance if he was paying for the party. So I feel like the designer also made Kentrell a shirt even though he didn't show up, and that's what made Jania Meshell post that on her story after Kacey's party. I feel like that Jania and Kentrell already had a mutual adult understanding that if he spent time with Kacey on his actual birthday, then Jania would allow for him to skip Kacey's actual public birthday and go back to Baton Rouge and have Dump Day along with all of his and Dump's friends and entourage. So the timeline, you guys, that I was able to put together is basically NBA Youngboy was with Jania and Kacey this morning before Kacey's party, and then he departed shortly thereafter and left to go to Baton Rouge. And then I believe that's when he hooked back up with Kayylmariee, because we all know she sat in the hotel and waited for him to come back. So when they finally made it to Baton Rouge, you see Kay in the car sitting behind YB looking like a lump on a log, y'all. This girl got a blanket and a coat and a hat in 70-degree weather. And how do these girls not be feeling unimportant, y'all, when this is so-called quote-unquote your man, but he ain't get you nothing for Valentine's Day, didn't spend a lick of time with you for Valentine's Day, and left you in a hotel room just to pick you back up the next day and take you somewhere else to a whole nother state to sit in the back seat. So I'm getting better at Twitter, y'all, and I seen this tweet that I retweeted, and it says a lot of women have forgotten or was never taught that you are the catch. A woman should never fold, have to beg, or wait on a dude to act right or treat them right. If you know you have everything to offer, then don't settle for nothing less than everything you deserve. Jania Meshell was clearly excited about how Kacey's first birthday turned out, because she posted on Twitter and said Kacey had a kangaroo at his party. LOL, I was excited, and I was too when I seen it, to be honest. So I haven't been keeping up with Jania Meshell much, you guys, but I seen some things on her Twitter where basically she was saying she's happy things turned out the way they did and she's finally free. And honestly, I'm ready ready to get back to work. No more distractions. And I feel like that she was basically saying this, you guys, because her and YB have been spending more time together. And so I feel like that they've both been basically talking about their dreams and aspirations. And we all know that Jania Meshell wants to be a businesswoman, and she's basically already done that for herself. And YB's basically already been successful himself. So really all they have to do is work out the rest of this year and see how things work out towards the end of the year. And we might have a relationship and a new power couple, you guys. And oh my Lord, you guys, YB must have had Jania feeling so good, because she said, I'm sad I didn't do a V-Day shoot, but believe me, after Saturday, I'm coming hard, so hold your wigs. Y'all. I mean, I'm just here to tell y'all we ain't seen Jania Meshell this happy since... I mean, she wasn't even this happy with DeJounte. She's talking about woke up feeling good, knowing everything that's happening is supposed to. And girl, we know it too. I mean, I'm just saying, I've just always known in my heart that Jania Meshell and YB was meant to be together. And sometimes people have humps in the road. Sometimes relationships don't always go right. But it's just how strong can you be for one another? And they just got a lot of working it out to do. But who are we to judge them, y'all? I mean, it's someone who's been through much more worse things than Jania Meshell and YB, and y'all still sticking by y'all man, so don't be judging her because she want to ride for her man. And I really feel like Kentrell and Jania might even have another baby. Leave your thoughts and opinions down below and let me know what y'all think about it. And y'all know something really going on, because the Sister Wives Club ain't never been this quiet, y'all. I ain't heard a peep out of nobody. They all know Jania Meshell is back in the picture.
Don't give a fuck about who you with, cause she forever mine. I ain't gon' flow. So long, sleeping from sofa to sofa. Now I'ma step on these little bitty bitches in some brand new Gucci low. Some Gucci walking on. I got tired of eating Big Mama's chicken. Now it's business when I walk.